Hey everyone, this is TrendCrave here, and in today's video, we're going to be going through the top 10 ghost sightings or encounters or paranormal activity things. I don't know what to fucking call this video, but you guys have been asking for a lot of spooky and scary type videos leading up to Halloween, so I figured I'd meet that expectation for you. But personally, I'm not a huge believer in the paranormal activity type shit with these ghost things, so I think every single one of these is faked or staged. However, I'm going to leave that up to you because everyone has different opinions on this shit. But before we get into this one, I really appreciate it if you guys could leave a like in the video because I'm a fucking piece of shit desperate motherfucker. Also, at the end of the video, I'm going to announce the $150 Amazon gift card giveaway winners, so make sure to stay tuned for that. I'm going to do another giveaway here soon because you guys have been asking for another one. All you got to do for that is just subscribe to the channel and turn on that bell notification next to the subscribe button. I'm going to start that real soon. So get ready for that, but for now, let's go ahead and get into this top 10. And in the number 10 spot, we've got one that's going to scare your fucking pants off. It's going to give you nightmares for days. Not because the actual ghost type thing in the video, but because it's inside a fucking Blockbuster. The 2000s were a different time, dude, but this one, there was a guy, he was, in the store setting up some DVDs and stuff like that, and all of a sudden they started falling off the shelf, and eventually this kept on happening. He got spooked, and he just bolted because that's what pretty much every single person I know would do. Moving on to number 9, we have one that happened outside of a Malaysian hotel, and these guys, they were driving in their car down, the parking lot. All of a sudden, this shadow ghost, pops up. It walks out in front of their car. They hit it on accident, and they get out to check or, find the person that they hit, because they thought it was a person at the start. All of a sudden, they can't find the fucking person, and it's vanished. Needless to say, I think they were pretty confused after that, and they just didn't know what the hell had just happened. Heading over to number 8, we've got something really, really weird that happened at Hampton Court, which, if you're like me and you're American or you're just pretty much not British, you probably don't know what this fucking place is, but it is apparently a royal palace in London, England. And Hampton Court has had a couple different ghost sightings or stuff like that in the past, but the one that we're focusing on today is one that was caught on surveillance camera or CCTV footage. But this one is called Skeletor, according to most of the websites. Basically, it's gotten that name. It looks like a medieval character. I'm going to give you a little backstory about it. On 3 consecutive days, palace security staff were called to close one particular fire door near the palace's introductory exhibition. All 3 of these days, they were caught on the security cameras, and the first day, the doors just flew wide open, and there was nothing to reveal why. The second day, the same thing happened, except this time the ghost that got the name Skeletor showed up and opened and closed the doors. And then on the third day, the doors flew open again, except there was no sign of Skeletor.
There are other CCTV cameras around Hampton Court, particularly after that fire. Nobody was seen approaching this particular spot. You don't see the doors actually being pushed open by hand. Figure strides forward and slams them shut. As you can see, and close-ups have shown that it appears to be dressed in medieval clothes, similar to what Henry VIII would have worn. But the key thing is it happened 3 days on the run. That's the only time that a figure actually appeared on the camera, and the other CCTV cameras and witnesses around saw nobody.
In the number 7 spot, we've got one similar to the parking lot one where they just drove through a person who appeared. And this one, it's just basically the same thing except with a little girl who appeared out of nowhere on an intersection. And there was 4 different angles of this from security cameras or like, you know, CCTV footage. I'm gonna play the clip, but the best quality one I could find has like a robot talking in the background, so I'm sorry about that.
CCTV cameras have appeared to capture the moment a ghost of a young girl materializes in the middle of a zebra crossing as a car drives right through her body. The surveillance images show the specter emerge out of nowhere, first as a suspicious shadow, before the picture suddenly becomes much more clear. As she stands in the middle of the road, a car approaches, completely oblivious to the bizarre specter, and appears to drive right through the girl's body. It is believed that the eerie apparition was spotted in Paseo de la Reforma, in Mexico City at 2:20 a.m. on September 18th.
Moving on to number 6, we've got a really insane police chase that was caught on video, and something really weird happened towards the end of the chase. And this guy, you know, they were in this little like chase for a while, but all of a sudden, it seems like this car just turned into a ghost car and drove directly through a fence, and it didn't affect the fence whatsoever. The police that were chasing him got super confused because they didn't know if he went through a different spot or something like that somehow and they missed it. But regardless, they were just baffled because they didn't know what to fucking do.
In just a moment, he's going to make a turn into the Twilight Zone. Watch. The fence at the end means no way out, or does it? Even watching it again, cops are unable to make sense of it. All they see is an intact fence and nothing more than the vanishing taillights of what the Garden City PD has come to call the ghost car.
Heading over to number 5, we've got a really creepy one. And this girl, she was recording the YouTube video for her channel because she wanted to talk about some Call of Duty stuff, I guess. Yeah, I know, a girl plus Call of Duty, that's kind of fucking rare. But she tried to record the video multiple times, so it messed up, so she just restarted each time. But in the background of this one, you can see that there's a door that's open. And there's also a little figure up behind the door that starts popping out, and then all of a sudden something happens. From what I understand, I can't say this 100% for sure though, I believe it was only her and her mom home at the time, and it wasn't her mom who did this.
So I'm mainly making this account for Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty kind of thing, zombies, not to be honest kind of thing, because I'm a fan of that. So I'm Bubbles, you can add me on the PS3, comment, rate, and subscribe my channel, and mainly I'll just be putting updates. Mom? Mom?
In the number 4 spot, we've got kind of a mysterious one. And these guys, they were walking around inside of a building and they were recording it because I think they were exploring. I'm not 100% sure. But all of a sudden, you can see on the video that there is a headless like person walking towards them. It's really shit quality, so I'm sorry about that. But they didn't see it in person. However, on video, it showed up.
والله بتساعد فوق الحمد لله على الباب لا يبقى
Moving on to number 3, we've got an encounter that happened in Gettysburg in the United States, and it happened back in November of 2001. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that this was a family outside camping at night. I can't say that for sure 100%. But all of a sudden in the distance, they saw that there were some lights, and then there was also some people walking in really weird fashions, and they were up in the trees and stuff.
There's another sparkle. You see what I'm saying?
What is that?
Tree.
No. You moved it, right? Right there. See it?
Uh-huh.
Look.
There's nobody there. Where? I can't see.
Look. Isn't it those people?
Can't be.
There's nobody
Not up in the trees.
Heading over to number 2, we've got kind of a crazy one, and this one happened at Disneyland. And apparently on the security cameras, you can see an apparition walking around the park, you know, just strolling around doing his own little merry thing. a lot of people, for some reason, in the comment section joked about this being the ghost of Walt Disney. It is pretty bad quality, though, gotta be honest with you on that, because it's a guy recording the screen of the security cameras. And finally, the number one spot, we've got my personal favorite on this list, and this one happened at a hotel in Illinois back in 2003, and according to the security manager who was there at the time and released this footage, basically the front desk started to get a lot of noise complaints, and it was all because of this one room, and there was a lot of loud screaming coming from it on the second floor in the room number 209, and apparently over the years there's been a lot of noise complaints coming from this room, that there's just a bunch of random stuff coming from it, but this was the only one that I could find like video clip of. Anyways though, some really weird shit happened when they went up to go and check it out.
What's going on, John? There's no one checked into that room. There should be nobody in there. John says he hears the screaming coming from that room. And I hear it too. But we're sure that no one's checked into that room. John, just wait. We're going to get a hold of the police. So, I would wait for the police, John. Amy, John's going to enter the room real quick, just to check, make sure, see what's going on. Wait one. John wants you to call the police right now, if you don't mind. He says no one's in there, but that all of the furniture's been turned upside down, and the hold on. He says the carpet's been ripped up and that the shower is on, but nobody's in there.
Those are the clips that I have for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to leave a like in the video. Let's try to break 7,500 likes. That'd be insanely awesome. I hope you guys are enjoying all these, scary, spooky type videos. Let me know which ones you thought were fake, which ones you thought were real, or if you think they're all fake, if you think they're all real. I don't fucking know what you think. Regardless if they're real or fake, though, I think a lot of them are just, like, creepy in general, so tell me which one you thought was the creepiest. Anyways, though, like I said at the very start of the video, I'm going to announce the $150 Amazon gift card giveaway winners, and there was 4 $25 gift card winners and 1 $50 grand prize winner, and I'm just going to go ahead and announce all 5 of the winners, and here they are. J. Carls 8366, Top Cat 1, Psycho Kid 213, Atheist Gamer 66, and Dizzy 15. So you guys make sure to check your email if you haven't got